Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're taking a closer look at AI tools for QA testing. So, are these AI testing tools some kind of magic? A lot of companies promise they are, but today we're going to dig in and look at the real story, based on what actual users are experiencing. So here's what we've got on tap. We'll kick things off with the hype, then get into what users actually love. Of course, we have to talk about the major downsides too. After that, we'll take a quick peek at some of the top tools and land on a final verdict. All right, first things first, let's explore all those exciting promises that these AI testing companies are making. What's all the hype about? Okay, so the biggest claim, the one you hear all the time, is a massive speed boost. We're talking users reporting they can create tests up to 9 times faster than with the old ways of doing things. That's a huge number. So you're probably wondering, how on earth do they do that? Well, it's pretty cool, actually. You can write test commands in just plain English. That means it's not just for engineers anymore. The whole team can jump in, and it all hooks in smoothly with the tools you're probably already using, like Jira. And check this out. Another huge promise is a 70% drop in the time your team spends fixing broken tests. I mean, that's a massive headache, right? And they say this is all possible because of a feature they call self-healing. So what is self-healing? Well, the idea is that when your app's code or its look and feel changes, the AI is smart enough to see that and automatically update the test scripts so they don't break. In theory, that sounds amazing, right? No more tedious maintenance. Okay, so that's the promise, that's the marketing pitch, but let's get real. What are the wins that teams are actually reporting in the real world? This quote from a Reddit user really nails it. They said a tool helped them free up a lot of time. And that right there is the core benefit, isn't it? For smaller teams, the biggest win is just getting valuable time back to focus on what really matters. But as great as that sounds, it's not a perfect solution, not by a long shot. There's another side to this story. Okay, now for the reality check. Let's talk about the big downsides, the challenges and frustrations users are running into. The first major hurdle is, you guessed it, the price. It can give you some serious sticker shock. We're often talking about costs that can easily go over $1,500 a month. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, look at this quote. One user said it's like employing 4 QA engineers. So for a lot of smaller teams, that crazy high cost makes it a really difficult investment to justify. And it's not just about the money. People also say that self-healing feature isn't always as smart as advertised. On top of that, the tools themselves can be buggy, they can crash, and that easy learning curve they promise, yeah, apparently it's steeper than you'd think. So, with all those pros and cons swirling in our heads, let's do a quick look at some of the top tools on the market, a little comparison of the leading platforms. Okay, here's a quick snapshot. You've got TestRigor, which is your go-to for plain English testing. Then there's Applitools, the king of visual testing, amazing at catching tiny visual bugs. Functionize is more of a heavyweight, built for really complex scenarios. And finally, Testim seems to have a nice sweet spot, offering a good overall balance. All right, we've seen the hype, we've heard from real users, so what's the verdict? Should your team actually invest in one of these tools? Well, based on user feedback, they seem to work best for established teams with a consistent budget. We're talking over $10,000 a year. They're also a great fit if your user interface changes all the time, or if your team just doesn't have a lot of technical testing experts on hand. So if that sounds like you and you're thinking about diving in, here are a few steps. Number 1, always start with the free trials. 2, just focus on one use case to start. 3, budget for training time, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. And 4, remember to plan for those ongoing subscription costs. Really, the main takeaway here is that while this technology is useful, you've got to have realistic expectations. These tools can definitely help you speed things up, but they are not some magic, hands-off solution. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Is good enough automation actually better than no automation at all? For a really busy team, maybe a helpful but imperfect AI assistant is a better choice than just struggling along with no help. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Best AI Apps Review channel. Don't forget to subscribe and stay curious. The future of AI is just getting started.